Hello everyone and welcome back to today's more report on Friday the 8th of May with me, Richard Pro, market analyst at Tantech Markets. Let's have a look at dollar yen, and once again the traditional move on dollar yen where you get a couple of days of movement and then a big swing and get a reverse movement the other way. So just once again the daily chart is pretty much exactly the same, no real movement. Momentum indicators neutral across the board, RSI consistently between 40 and 60, MACD lines bang on neutral, stochastics again oscillating around between sort of that 30 level, sorry, the 20 level and the 80 level. So no real signal either way on those indicators. Now the interesting thing is what we've seen, I think, on this chart, on the hourly chart, is that once again we've seen the RSI being used as the signal to go long. When it hits 30, you start to see the rally coming through. What we're seeing now is the RSI hitting 70 as we speak, and normally what we've seen in recent days is as the RSI gets towards 70, it sort of starts to fail and starts to roll over again. So just watch out for that. Interesting that the other factor is that you didn't really see the 119 spot 40 level, which has been a big strong pivot level. Didn't really do a great job yesterday. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to rule it out from any future indication. But at the moment, obviously, that's the effectiveness of it has been diminished slightly. However, you would argue still that it is a key indicator, I think, in the near term outlook. What we've seen just in the last couple of hours actually is the dollar continuing to strengthen actually and pushing slightly now above that 120 big figure mark, which had been the support turned into resistance, holding back the rally early on in the Asian session, but now is starting to push through. However, I think with the RSI towards 70, I think if you get a sell signal up at these levels between sort of 120 figure and that rally high at 120.50, if you see a sell signal around that on these hourly momentum indicators, that may well be another opportunity to play this range and continue to move between that the highs of the range and sort of at least back towards the 1940 level, and maybe even towards the lows of the range again. So keep that in mind. But certainly what it seems to be the continuation of this sort of up for a few days, down for a few days, up for a few days. We're back. We now had a strong day yesterday. We had a decent day today, or so far anyway, and I think that that could well be the case. So just watch out for that. You may well see a bit of profit taking coming in. I say profit taking, bit of sort of edgy, bit of sort of moving back towards the top of the resistance area. 120.50 is the rally high, and then that comes in obviously below the key resistance at 120.84. But I think a sell signal between that 120 figure and 120.50, I would be using that as a chance to go short within the range, and I stress that, within the range. Anyway, I wish you good luck in your trading on dollar yen. Don't forget on payrolls data at 1:30, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.